So we're in Violet City. And some pretty cool music, too. Ghosts can appear in Sprout Tower. Normal moves have no effect on ghosts, but ghosts have no effect on normal as well. And we get to see the homes of Violet City and more. Kind of traditional homes, sort of with the mats and the steps. Collect Pokemon. Do you have a Bellsprout? Want to trade for an Onix? So, most games have, like, okay, maybe not most games, but some games have trades, like, before a gym, where it's like, oh, you need this Pokemon? Well, you want to trade to get this Pokemon, which might help you. Onix is a decent Pokemon. Very specially based, but has very little in the attack power, and it's very brittle on the special side. Who are you? Pokemon Smart won't obey a trainer they don't respect. What he said about gym badges. Traded Pokemon can disobey you if they're too high of a level. I think once you get to level 10 and higher, that's when it happens. But for right now, we're okay because... I mean, no, we are okay because we're not using traded Pokemon, and they won't disobey. Because naturally... it's... Oh. So sometimes callers can, well, call you, and they have... my Trad is looking sharper than ever before. I doubt there's a Pokemon as cool as this guy in your party. Well, Pidgey, and... one right to the extreme. I don't remember that line. He didn't say the usual meme. The top percentage of Rattatas and that junk. Team Rocket. But a kid broke them up. Huh. Wonder what that's about. So, I should be doing Gen 1 because of kind of like the continuity and stuff, but I'm going to treat this as kind of like a sequel going into a prequel, similar to like Binding Blade, Fire Emblem, and Blazing Sword. So you kind of wonder about this, oh, who is this Red? Who's the guy who beat Team Rocket, such and such? Violet City. City in nostalgic senses. Falkner, Gym, Fine Trainer. Yeah, he's a second gen, maybe third gen kind of trainer that uses his dad's Pokemon, and we will get to see what those are like eventually. Saw a wiggly tree ahead. It squirms and dances. Now, I would say that I'm done catching Pokemon, but there is one more I want. And an odd tree is blocking the way to Goldenrod City. Can't shop. Something needs to be done. Well, I'm sure we can. Well, hey, I should totally put in the boggy voice. Going to snap that tree with my straight arm punch. Couldn't. Well, how bad could it be? I'm sure this tree's not... Ugh. I'm scared. I'm going to run in this grass. And I'm going to hopefully find the Pokemon I'm looking for, because this is a Pokemon I don't use very often. And it's actually going to be pretty helpful if I get it. But we have more Pidgeys right now. Not going to worry about that. I think the Pokemon I'm looking for is both morning and day, but I could be wrong on this one. He should come out probably. And I think the level range is like 4 to something else. Not going to worry about Taj because he's at a decent point. I will have to get Valvatora's up, but the next place we're going to go after I catch this Pokemon will be Sprout Tower. I should go ahead and say that right now, because this episode will end after I get my next Pokemon, which could be right now, Growlithe. And it's a level 5. That's... Huh. I was gonna say I'm looking for a male? But... Well, okay, it used Roar, so it didn't matter. I like how the 3 Pokemon that I was definitely wanting or talking about... Well, Val not included, they can cause some problems. Roar doesn't always work. In normal situations, battles, trainer battles, in the original Red and Blue and Yellow, Roar, along with Whirlwind, they don't really do anything. Well, in trainer battles, they don't do anything. But in this game, you can force a switch, which is kind of cool, I guess. If you have like the strategy and the plays for it. But that's not exactly the case here. Bellsprout I didn't realize was supposed to be here. Grass Poison type, I actually really like this. I'm running away because Taj is weak to grass types, and it almost certainly will use Vine Whip, which is a special attack in this game. Now, I haven't talked about this, but Gen 2 introduced the Special Split, which is the Special Attack, Special Defense. In the original Gen 1, Special was combined, so if you had high Special, you would take less from Special Attacks, and you would deal a lot of special damage. But here, they separate it, so Pokemon like Alakazam and Hypno, they become a lot more balanced. And other Pokemon that were probably not good or were good, they end up kind of flipping the switch in a way. So Hypno's not quite as good now because it's known for being a special tank. Okay, Growlithe can't be that rare. Ooh, level 6. I should catch it, but I won't. God, it took a while again. I am going to just throw Pokeballs this time. Because I'm sure I can get more later. Because I'm not really stretched for money, at least at this point. Now, I think Growlithe has 2 moves. He has Bite and he has Roar. I thought originally he had a Fire move, but maybe he doesn't learn that just yet. Damn it. I'm not getting very lucky with... Actually, thinking about it, one thing I should mention about Growlithe is that the move Roar, I think is supposed to be a negative priority in this game. What I mean by that is there are certain attacks that will be less or more priority depending on what they are. Otherwise, they wouldn't function that well. Roar, you move last, and so like if I have a slow Pokemon like Geodude and I was facing a Growlithe, if I were to like move first, there's a good chance they're using Roar, and they're going to send me packing if it works. Like, on the opposite end, if I had Quick Attack, I would almost always go first, depending on if my opponent uses Quick Attack as well. That's kind of how it works. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose, picking the tough-to-catch Pokemon. It's just kind of how it works. At least in this game. In Leaf Green, I can almost say that it'll be a lot easier with Pokemon. I mean, some of them might be a little bit rarer than others, but it'll be a lot more manageable. Up and B is the key to catching Pokemon. Except that's a complete lie. Damn it. I need to look at the appearance rate. I want to say it's like 10 or 15%, which is at least better than a Phanpy and a Teddiursa, but it's kind of ridiculous. Ugh. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna cut this part. If there's some splicing or some weird introductions, then oh well. I do want to get my Pokeballs back. Alright, it was only a couple minutes, but we found another one, and we're gonna try again. Hey! Nice! Finally got the Growlithe, and we've got 4 Pokemon on our team now. Growlithe, the puppy. It controls a big territory. If it detects an unknown smell, it roars loudly to force out the intruder. So we are going to nickname... Yeah, and it's got a weird sort of demonic presence with the horns and stuff, but anyway. I have probably like 6 names for male, and I only just realized a female name I could give, but since we caught male, we're gonna... The problem is there's so many names I could go with, but I think the most reliable companion name oh man, this is tough. We are gonna go with Rush. And if you know that I'm a Mega Man guy, you know where that name comes from. Originally, I was going to call him Missile after the puppy that appears in Ghost Trick, and what was the name? It was... Oh, yeah, in the Ace Attorney series, but I decided against that, mainly because... Oh, I think he's holding, what, a Raspberry? Burnt Berry. Burnt Berry, I think, cures ice, but I could be wrong. I think all of them at least carry it, but that's besides the point. I think I healed, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. So we have 4 Pokemon right now, and we have a potential team coming, although there are some weaknesses that'll come up, but we can't really do too much about it right now. But the next thing we're going to go, Sprout Tower, you'll be ready for the big time. We are going to go to Sprout Tower. Sorry if I said that. Experience the way of Pokemon. And prepare for a switch, for one. This is the best place to start getting Valvatoras leveled, slightly, but not that much. A Bellsprout, over 100 feet tall. People say that it became the center pillar here. Well, Bellsprout is kind of jiggly and wiggly. I mean, seeing Jeanette's Bellsprout in the original Pokemon series was kind of funky. Seeing how it almost defeated Ash in the... I think it was like the prelims or something? I don't really remember. I'll have another story about that later. And by later, I mean somewhere else. Meanwhile, we face Nico B. Back with some more Pokemon. Anyway, I shouldn't try to make that. So, Val. It has Leech Life. It has 15 points. It's a weak attack. Why use a Zubat? Because it has great potential once it gets those levels. And once it actually gets moves. I'd say level 5, level 9, level 13, it becomes really good. So, more often than not, I'm going to probably speed up some of these battles, or at least cut them out, because you do not need to see Leech Life and all that. Actually, after this, I'm going to turn off some animations, because that makes these fights go a lot quicker, because Leech Life is not a fast animation. Also, yes, that critical did do 1 damage. Because Valvatoras is a flying and a poison, grass types will only do 1/4. Meaning, grass moves will almost never do anything. Actually, thinking about it, I just realized that Val and Rush can share the EXP here. Oh, and I should notice that, or I should note, there are two different battle styles. There's set and there's shift. Shift means that after you take out a trainer's Pokemon, if they have more than one, you can, it'll ask, would you like to switch Pokemon? And I guess in some form of the community it's like, do you want to cheat or something? Which, I mean, fair enough, that kinda is the case, because you're getting an unfair advantage even though you shouldn't. But that's besides the point. And if you use set, it just goes right into the next Pokemon. Like, you don't even get an opportunity to switch until they're already out. I would be mentioning Pokemon for like another game or something like that. Okay, you know what? I'll just go ahead and mention this. The reason I'm going to Leaf Green is probably because of Bellsprout. Because I do want to use that Pokemon again. And by again, I mean the last time I used one was in a Nuzlocke, or... Well, actually there was a... Okay, there's a story I could talk about. So, a Nuzlocke, what exactly is that? It's basically a challenge run where, whenever you get to a new route, you can only catch the first Pokemon you see. If you don't catch anything, too bad, you just move on. If a Pokemon faints in battle, you can't use them again. They're either dead, or they're just injured, reserved, IR, out for the season. I guess we could call it that so it's less grim, I suppose. But there's that, and you try to see how far you go. There's additional rules you can make. The last times I have used a Bellsprout was, I think, Leaf Green. Yeah, Leaf Green, because it's exclusive in that. Paralysis, Cure Berry, or Heal, that cures paralysis, which we haven't seen. What was it? Yeah, it was Leaf Green, Nuzlocke, and my Victory Bell made it all the way to Bruno of the Elite Four, where it died in probably the worst way imaginable. It died to a counter Hitmonchan because I gave it Sludge Bomb, and for reasons I have no idea, it just thinks, oh, well, let's just use counter because clearly a grass type, even if poison, will have it happen. But, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, and the other time I've used Victory Bell, it's unfinished Wedlock of Soul Silver, I want to say. And I never did finish that, but the Victory Bell is just doing pretty good. I mean, I at least got to 7 gyms, and I think it was still alive. And I want to say it was like partnered with a Tentacruel, but that's a story for another day. Okay, that's good. Good thing about Flinch. Oh yeah, so Flinch, that means if you attack first with a move that can potentially flinch, their turn just ends. They don't get to do anything. Bite, I should mention, is a move that changed over the course of Gen 1 to Gen 3, or Gen 2. It was originally a normal move, but because of balancing issues with Psychic types and in general, with like some moves having the potential to be better, they changed it so that, oh, okay, Supersonic. I didn't realize it was level 6. Bite became a Dark-type move. What's a Dark-type move? Well, there were a few Dark types that were introduced into this game, or became pre-existing, or no, that's Steel types. Dark types have the ability to wall Psychic types, and they're also pretty good against Ghost, but they're not very good against many others, and they're weak to bug and fighting. Will we see darks? Yeah, or will we see dark types? Yes. Will I be using one? Probably not, because the only one that I could realistically get early, I have different plans, and if you know what I mean by that, you can probably guess what direction that could be going, but sort of, maybe not. Spoiler, it involved one of my favorite Pokemon in the series. And it has its own game. No, I'm not talking about Pikachu, by the way. Level 7, nice. Unfortunately, Valvators is going to be pretty useless in the upcoming gym. And I need to heal, so I will have a cut and be right back. Got a potion. There are a couple items here. Let's see. Who do I want to use? I might as well use Val still, because once I can get him up to probably 9, he'll learn a new move. But I could be wrong. Maybe it's 13. It just depends. Like, Pokemon's moveset's also level 6. Which is kind of nice to see. Actually, I should get them both going. Back when I used to play Pokemon, I would only go... Okay, Growth, that is a special attack raise, which won't matter because Rush will resist pretty good. Or a crit, okay. Well, I got a potion, so I can do that. And a flinch, I can also do that. Oh, he had only one Pokemon. That's interesting. I'm also sending the money home. So, back when I first played Pokemon, I think I had the mentality of, oh, I got my starter Pokemon, I'm just going to use that for most of the game. And it was like around the time of Saffron City, is like, oh, this is not a good idea. I don't think this is working. So I kind of had to use other Pokemon. Eventually I started doing that, unless I did like solos. Like, I remember doing a Meganium solo one time with Soul Silver, I think. It was pretty rough. Unless it was Crystal. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. But it was kind of fun to do, because the second gym is definitely one of the roadblocks in this game. Depending on... If you have Meganium, most of the gyms are going to be tough, because grass types are weak to, I believe, 5 different types. Fire, ice, poison, flying, and bug. And in this region, or the gyms in Johto, while it's technically 3 of those, you could almost make an argument that 4 of them are the same thing, because there is actually a type that is part poison that would give Meganium problems, but that's besides the point. I still have to plan out how I would do Hoenn, because I did play Ruby, and it was a kind of okay time. But it's like, I have to weigh the decision of playing Ruby or playing... God, all those flinches. Playing Emerald. Because while Emerald is really good, there is a couple things about it that I really cannot stand. Also, brand new Pokemon, Hoot Hoot. Kind of this game's new bird Pokemon. and actually kind of an early bird. This one only appears at night because it's an owl, of course. Hoot is kind of cool, and so is Noctowl. Actually, Ash's Noctowl is really cool because it had, it was shiny. What do I mean by shiny? Well, that'll slightly come up later, if it actually does. Okay, I want Val because... Actually, no, let's use Taj, because this is... I mean, this Hoot's weak, so I should be able to get this. Plus Tackle's not really doing much. It's decent. Yes, your trust is real. Use the Joey, what do you want? This is a serious place. Let's get together in battle. Promise things will be different. Oh, okay. I could actually do that. I could refight Joey. I mean, I could get some extra experience, but first we... Oh. Uh-oh. Someone set us up the bomb? No. You are indeed skilled, as you say, trainer, or... Well, I ad-libbed there. Here's your HM. Let me tell you this, you should treat your Pokemon better. The way you battle is far too harsh. Pokemon are not tools for war. War. Never changes. Okay. Claims to be an Albert, but he's weak. Stands to reason. Lose the Fool's Battle, being nice about Pokemon. Strong Pokemon. Weak Pokemon. Actually, I'm a little too early on that. And he vanished with the escape rope. What's an escape rope? It's this thing. Just so you can get out much faster. I might use it here. And, oh yeah, there is wild Pokemon. I didn't run into any here, did I? Only 2 Pokemon appear, Rattata, and I want to say it's also a Ghastly, but that's only at night. Ghastly's a pretty cool Pokemon. Actually, the whole line is. Will I use one? I don't know yet. Well, actually I should just cut to the chase. I'm not going to be using the line in this game, and I probably won't use it in Gen 1/3. It's a powerful painting of a Bellsprout. Also this... Oh no, the Elder is a wild Pokemon in disguise. That was kind of weird. Alright. Let's try this again. So good of you to come here. It is a place for testing people and their bonds to build a bright future together. Final test. Now, I should mention Sprout Tower is not required, at least in this game. Sage Lee, that's his name. He's Sage Lee. Really horrible joke, but that's fine. However, in the remakes of Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I think Sprout Tower is required. I could be wrong, but it's just off of memory that I think you have to do it because the game kind of has this bad habit of gym leaders that you can't fight right away, and you have to do not side quests, but side events in order to trigger... You have to do some cutscene flags, I should say. Except, I don't... Wait, why am I using Supersonic? I'm being stupid. They did not balance certain moves particularly well in these games. Like, Leech Life is a pretty terrible attack, having only, what, like 15 power or something? Maybe 20? Later games, I think it brought it up to 40, and at least was a halfway decent bug move. But Gen 2 is still kind of the game, or the generation that had moves that are still kind of weak, and there weren't that many Pokemon or moves to choose from. Same thing with typing. Because there's like really powerful Pokemon, but there's like so few to choose from. Like, there's not many ghosts, there's not many dragons. The new Dark and Steel types didn't have much either. Is this going to be Hoot Hoot? Okay. Let's go to Taj. I want to avoid healing in this battle, if I can. Foresight, that does absolutely nothing in this case. What it means to identify is if like your evasion is dropped, it'll kind of reset and you'll be able to hit it better. Or if you have a ghost type you're facing, you can hit it with normal and fighting moves. Pretty helpful, I should say. Come on, not there we go. That's a lot better. Actually, I just realized because I growled, it's like it, and then it crit. It just did the normal damage. Okay, I think Rush will be okay for this. Hoot Hoot is pretty specially defensive, and Growl's not going to do anything because that's for physical only. I want to say Rush can win the damage. Yeah, this trainer's not going to use an item, and he didn't attack, so I'm pretty good. Whew! And because, oh yeah, so when you switch, EXP is shared by those who participate. All who participate must follow. All who follow must participate. Or, I don't remember how that line went in 999, but it was something along that line. One more attack, and I think it's safe to switch to Val. Yeah, he's fine. God, he could be my highest level Pokemon, but he's not even going to be useful for the gym. Unless... Okay. Don't worry, you won't hear the sound for a little bit here. Yes, we finally did it. Sage Lee is defeated, and we should get a level... Damn it, he didn't get it. Rush gets a level, and it's not what I was looking for. Ah, excellent. 320, that's more than enough for a Pokeball. You and your Pokemon have no problem using this move. Take this Flash TM. So, HMs, and TMs I should say, HMs are called hidden moves, which are used outside a battle, but can only be used once you have... Oh wait, I have a escape rope. Where is it? Yeah, that'll save time. So they can be used in battle, but also outside a battle. Well, some TMs can do stuff outside a battle, but they aren't required. Although you don't have to use Flash either, but that's besides the point. We can't use Flash until we defeat Falkner, but I'm not going to teach Flash unless it's to a Pokemon I'm not using. So, oh yeah, and it's not very useful because all it does is lower accuracy, and that's it. So, technically we could face the gym, but let's talk to this happy guy. You are a trainer. Battle gym leader when you did, I haven't fought him. Is that so? Then study you shall. Now follow me. And God, it's like turboed, and this is Earl. He's a pretty cool guy, although I don't think he speaks like this. I think he speaks a little differently in Stadium 2, because Stadium 2 is a good time. Trade Pokemon best guy. It was holding something. Pokemon holding berry will heal itself in battle. Yeah, you can pretty much have Pokemon hold anything, especially if you want to trade it to somebody that needs something. But they can only really use berries and certain powerful held items. Notebook. Catch Pokemon. 6 in a party. Throw a Pokeball. Weaken it first. Yeah, status effects also do the same. Can help too. Confusion. We already saw what Confusion does. Oh yeah, if you switch, it's a temporary status. It's not a permanent based Pokemon. They're Pokemon trainers. Visit gyms. Take on the league. I haven't written any more. Okay. What do you got, Earl? Wonderful Pokemon. Teach you better trainer. A winner is you. I need to screen cap that. Jump top list first. Change. Make battles easier. Sure. Even though I already know this. I think he already said that. Weak Pokemon become strong. And this should talk about status changes. So, Poison and Burn will do residual damage in battle. Poison will hit you outside. Burn can lower your attack, which sucks. Use a burn heal. Paralysis cuts your speed. Sometimes you can't move. Sleep, you can't move, but you can eventually wake up. It's not broken like in this. Freeze is horrible because in Gen 1 you can't thaw out. In this game you can only thaw out maybe with a fire move being hit, but that's besides the point. So next time we are going to face Falkner, the gym leader, and potentially move on with our Pokemon journey. So this has been Tapras, and I will see you again next time, depending on how this is edited. See ya.